Hey, welcome to Camellia City. This is episode 30. I'm Dedan Whitten, and I am here at the coolest place in the Camellia City. It's Country Place Senior Living of Greenville, Alabama. Oh my gosh, I've already messed something up. So I'm here with some of the residents of Country Place, and we're going to have a fun time talking about old-time remedies. And you guys think you don't know any, but I bet you've got a whole bunch. So I'm going to start out. I just want you to think about some of the ways that your parents or grandparents used old-time remedies and medicines throughout the day. And I'm going to say some that I don't even know. There's no way some of these are real, right? But I did find these in an old book. So I want to hear your take on all of these. All right, so first one, bug bites. Now, I read that tobacco juice.
Yeah, snuff.
Wait, so I've got at least 8.
I've heard that too.
All right, Miss Marion, so you've heard tobacco juice. What would you?
It works.
It works. Mr. Shank says. Okay, let's hear.
I've been bitten over 100 times with black wasp.
Oh my goodness.
My boss at that time used up 2 plug of Roll of the Woods chewing tobacco to take the pain away, and or I would probably die.
There you go. Okay, so now tobacco juice has saved a man's life.
It draws the venom out of the wound, and it does work.
So you guys are saying yes to tobacco juice?
Yes.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, same thing with bee stings?
Yes.
Too?
Yeah.
I read also that you could mix honey with a dirt dauber's nest. Have you heard that one? And rub it on a bee sting? Okay, let's talk about arthritis.
Arthritis and rheumatism.
Right, rheumatism, that's right. Here's one. Carry a potato in your pocket.
No.
No, that one sounds silly, right? How about
What did you say?
carry a potato in your pocket? Okay. How about this one? Mix honey, vinegar, and moonshine. Oh, you've heard of that one?
Not moonshine, but just whiskey.
Whiskey for arthritis, pain. How many of y'all have had family members to do?
Ours was always mustard and
Dry mustard.
dry mustard down and put between 2 pieces of cloth and lay it where the pain is.
Dry mustard, dampened with cloth, and then
Thursday, next to pneumonia.
right. Okay.
All of wintergreen.
But you
But
put a
that
mustard
worked, too.
plaster.
Oil of wintergreen.
You have to put a mustard plaster on your chest, or the honey and vinegar don't do you any good.
Right.
Burns so bad that you forget that thing.
Okay. How about this? A magnet to draw the arthritis out of the body.
I've heard copper bracelet.
A copper bracelet. Okay.
I've heard of that now.
Let's talk about asthma. So here, asthma. How about eat a lot of carrots? No. How about smoke rabbit tobacco? You you smoke rabbit tobacco, but not for asthma. Okay. Here's
something to do.
okay. Well, there you go. Here's one. Swallow a handful of spider webs rolled into a ball.
No, I never heard of
that one.
I've heard of that.
Spider webs and soot.
For
Chest.
for boils and for your chest. Okay, how about this one? This is my favorite. If you have asthma, get a Chihuahua dog.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
My husband had it.
I've heard that.
I cannot believe it. Okay, so you guys, about 5 people have confirmed this week that it is true that if you have asthma, you get a Chihuahua.
True.
And sleep with it. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, it's been proven here at Country Place. Get a Chihuahua.
Marijuana.
Marijuana for asthma?
Yeah, my cousin used to get a prescription
Mm-hmm.
for it from the drugstore.
Uh-huh.
That's what he did. He just called them asthma cigarettes, but they were marijuana.
What do you think's better, a Chihuahua or marijuana?
I'd say marijuana.
My husband used to smoke Jimson weed.
Jimson weed. Now, why did he smoke Jimson
He
weed?
had asthma so bad.
Is
He
it?
had asthma and his daddy thought that helped.
Uh-huh.
The only asthma attack comes on from the central nervous system, don't it?
Yeah.
I
So,
think
okay.
It's a nervous thing.
Right. Okay. All right. How about drinking gin for asthma?
Never heard it.
John's ready to try it.
Try it? Yeah. Okay, now I want to talk about baldness. Here's an old-time remedy for baldness. Smear your head with fresh cow manure.
What now?
Baldness.
Bald headed.
I had
We're
never
gonna
tried
get
it.
some cow manure.
Well, you haven't tried it, so I didn't know. Okay. We're going to talk about the chicken poop in a minute, though, okay? How about this? To prevent baldness, never cut your hair in the light of the moon.
Oh,
Never heard that.
No, okay. All right. Pain relief. White willow bark. Have y'all heard of that?
what?
You know a willow tree?
Yeah.
So white willow bark for pain?
It's aspirin's what it is.
It's
See,
aspirin.
It is.
So I brought this. I'm going to pass this around. This is white willow bark. And this is where they get aspirin from.
The Indians.
Indians.
Yeah, indeed. And so this is white willow bark, and this is where they get aspirin.
Oh, fast.
So I'm going to pass that around so y'all can see that really closely. So there is something to that, because this is if you make a tea out of this, this can be pain relieving. Okay, bleeding. Here's one. You'll like this one. Put a spider web across the wound, and it'll stop the bleeding.
But it starts better.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but
Have you heard of that? A spider web stopping the bleeding? How about this?
It seals it.
Seals it? How about this? Turpentine and brown sugar.
She believed in that.
Yeah, the spider web?
No turpentine.
Turpentine? Who used turpentine as a kid? Or
Yo,
Everybody did, I guess.
everybody did? Miss Laura?
That was just a common thing to help with a lot of things.
Miss Fair?
Putting kerosene on the cut.
Yeah.
Vaccine ain't so bad. Lighter nuts her both smell like pine tree.
Right. So who's used kerosene?
Your last kiss, buddy.
Who's used kerosene, or when they put kerosene?
If you stepped on a piece of glass,
Kerosene
you
sugar,
put
raise
some
your
on
hand.
it, put kerosene in it.
Kerosene
Yeah.
sugar.
Same thing. I
I've
think
never taken
my daddy
kerosene
used it
sugar.
for
You did.
arthritis.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Rub
Mr.
on
Duff.
rub it on it,
Granddaddy
Okay.
did.
but I don't know if it helped.
My granddaddy might have, but not me.
So, on the bleeding thing, there's one more, and it was mix soot from the chimney with
Yeah,
lard.
I've heard of that. I never.
Fat
used it.
and soot from the chimney. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I've heard that too.
So, have y'all thought of any other home remedies?
It's not home remedy. What is it? My mother always believed in it. And I don't mean someone dying from bleeding, but just a minor. If you're a free bleeder, there's a certain passage in the Bible you could always read. You read that passage, it would stop bleeding. What passage would my mother been referring to?
I
And
don't.
my grandmother.
I
This
don't.
came from my grandmother. There was a
I
certain
don't know.
passage for toothache, a certain passage for bleeding.
By his stripes we are healed.
That is interesting, you guys.
I never heard that.
Wow.
But I've
I'm gonna look that up. That's it. That's interesting.
Coughing, you were about to touch on that, just uncontrollable cough.
Uh-huh.
My daddy would go sometime wee hours in the morning to my next door neighbor and get a pint of whiskey and honey. Is that what it was? Mixed whiskey and honey to stop a cough, and it would work.
Yeah.
And it used to break the measles out if you was feverish and your measles when you're taking measles, they give you a spoonful of just, whiskey.
Whiskey?
They say they break it out.
Really? Have y'all heard that too? Whiskey for your measles? When your measles, to make your measles break out, they give you whiskey?
No, sassafras tea.
Sassafras tea is what we're hearing over here. Yeah. Bring them out.
I've had that.
Uh-huh.
You make it from roots.
Right. So, when's the last time anybody's had sassafras tea? I'm going to have to bring y'all some. Right? I think I'll have to bring y'all some. All right, how about burns? Here's one, boiling chestnut leaves and putting the liquid on a burn. How about, here we go, castor oil. Tell me about castor oil.
Golly. I used to have to take
It was
it.
terrible.
Yeah,
It was terrible to have to take.
Miss Laura's saying it's terrible.
You put paregoric in the bottom of the glass,
Uh-huh.
castor oil on top.
And then
So the
kiss
castor
your
oil
night
goes down,
goodbye, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
No fun.
We use
At all.
orange juice to help with take castor oil if you had orange juice.
If you had oranges,
If you had
yeah.
orange juice.
Wow. Okay, so let's go on to chest congestion. So making an onion poultice, and then putting it into wool rags and applying it to the chest. Have y'all heard of that one? Onions on your
Mustard in it, but I
mustard. We talked about the
And
mustard.
big sage.
All right,
Big
big
salve.
salve.
Big
And
salve.
sometimes some carrots and turkey.
Okay, now here's my next one, and this is what you're saying. Mix up hog lard, turpentine, and kerosene, and
Yeah,
rub it
I've
on the
heard
chest.
I've heard that mixture
Right.
taken.
Woo.
It stunk too.
Woo.
And it was nasty too.
Okay, for colds, honey and whiskey.
Yeah.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice with honey and whiskey
And garlic.
and garlic.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one to do today, isn't it?
Honey and garlic.
That lady welcome, well, this work for you. She put soda, honey, lemon, whiskey, garlic, and it like to pop my eyes out. Don't you remember?
Right? Okay, so
You fool enough to take it?
how about this? Do you know a sty in your eye?
yeah.
Okay, I've got two for those. The first one is put a few drops of castor oil in your eye. Has anybody tried castor oil in your eye?
Then you stop.
Is that-
and then-
Yeah. How about put a penny on your eye?
That's if you did.
A penny for a sty? Now here's the weirdest one I've heard. Rub the tip of a black cat's tail.
For what?
Oh,
On a sty.
I've heard that if you had a sweet potato patch, get some of the leaves and bring it and dampen and put them on your eyes.
Okay.
And pull
Okay.
the shades down where the light wouldn't you?
Okay. You know what else a lady told me is she would boil pecan tree leaves. Have y'all heard that before?
No, but it sounds like something you could have heard.
Yeah, and it would make it where put it on any cut or on a sty, and that would help. Okay, so headaches. Tie a flour sack around your head.
Take a good old dose of aspirin.
A good old dose of aspirin instead. How about smear your head with crushed onions? Nothing on that one? Okay. Let's talk about your skin then. Buttermilk, vinegar, and salt for poison ivy.
Yeah.
Yes? Mr. Shanks? Anybody else?
What?
Never heard that.
buttermilk, vinegar, and salt for poison ivy. Anybody else use anything for poison ivy besides calamine lotion? Do y'all remember?
There's such a thing as calamine lotion.
Yes.
A lotion.
I remember calamine
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
made a calamine.
You made your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember calamine lotion.
Uh-huh.
I could buy it.
How about this one? You rub the surface of the skin with a banana.
No, we always ate our bananas.
Right. How about slice open a green tomato and run the juice over? Have y'all heard that one? What have y'all heard other than what I've said for any skin stuff? Do y'all remember anything from...
Burnt motor oil and sulfur.
What?
Burnt motor oil and sulfur.
Burnt motor oil and sulfur. Put
Yeah.
together and then put on your skin?
Take the oil, comes out of your car, put
Uh-huh.
a little sulfur in it, put it on your skin.
Well, that's a new one to me.
Well, it works.
It sounds like it's going to do something. For
Blowing
sure.
tobacco smoke in your ear for earaches.
Blowing tobacco smoke in your ear for an earache.
Yeah.
Y'all have heard that one?
Yeah, had that done to us.
Really? Okay. So stomach trouble. I'm thinking peppermint.
Yes, with all the head back.
Well,
Yeah.
We said syrup and what? Regulate.
Now, for the earache,
Mm-hmm.
you ever hear Prince Albert
syrup.
Black,
tobacco?
Yeah.
You take that little bag and fill it with salt,
And
put it
so
in
you
a
don't
frying
want to
pan,
coverize it.
heat it up, and lay on it, and it will
Draw.
cure the
Infection
earache.
out. Wow.
Takes the moisture out of your ear.
So he's saying that you could take Prince Albert tobacco and what, with salt? Did you say
Now
with
take
salt?
Prince Albert tobacco bag,
The bag
fill it up with salt, put it in a frying pan, warm it up, put it up to your ear, and lay on it.
and lay on it. So
It will take the water out.
I
yeah.
do that to my children all the time, but not with a Prince Albert sack, with like a washcloth.
Uh-huh. See, there we go, with salt. That's great. That's great. Okay, so toothache. Drops of vanilla straight on the tooth.
I've had a dentist to tell me that.
Really? What else have y'all used for toothache in the past?
Then
Besides the dentist. I wanted to pass around one other thing for y'all. This is lavender, and I bet y'all love the smell of lavender. You feel free to open it. And this lavender is known to be real calming, and it's also really good for the skin. So if you want to smell that, and that is fresh lavender leaves too. So I'm trying to find out if there's any. Did I miss anything of home remedies? You think? Besides, it seems like whiskeys turns out to be really helpful, don't it?
Yeah, it
well,
was
you
really
can
good.
miss one thing.
What I miss?
We had an old book called Vermont Folk Medicine.
Yes.
Okay.
It's got everything in God's world in there, and most of it, honey,
Got
vinegar.
like this.
Honey and vinegar.
seems
It's
to cure
the-
everything.
Biggest thing. Honey, vinegar, and I'm gonna add whiskey.
Yeah.
Honey,
Whiskey always helped that.
right?
Well, I know when
And lemon, and the lemon juice. And you said you mixed. Uh-huh. Like every day? Because I've been told a lot of people would just have a little bit of whiskey every night to stay healthy.
Tell her about
Like wine, grandpa
Uh-huh.
believed that black draw can cure anything.
I did not bring up black draught. Has anybody ever used it? Because I don't even.
Yeah.
The 3 S's.
Yeah, so that was a tonic for the 3 S's.
Do y'all remember the 3 S's tonic? But black
Yeah.
draught, y'all remember.
That black draw, it would kill you. It wouldn't help you. My grandfather believed anything in this world you had, black draw would cure it.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And so my cousin and I were the same age. And so he and Papa would say, now you put this back off in your palm of your hand now, and you take it. You got to do so and so for so and so. We'd say, Papa, can we go out in the yard and pump, get some good fresh water? He would say, yes. We'd go out there and we'd pump that pump, and we'd take that stuff and we'd say, and just stick your tongue to it. That was enough to make it.
So pretend it, yeah. Oh
So
man.
what did you use it for? I mean, like what was
Everything. Papa believed in it. Papa believed it would cure
What was it
everything.
for? What was black drop for though? Everything?
Regulate
It
your
was,
bowels.
it was a purgatory.
Oh, regulate your bowels.
It was a purgatory, what they called it in my book.
It's like castor oil.
Yeah.
A lot like castor oil. Okay. Because my daddy told me that he was like, he would pretend he wasn't sick just so he wouldn't get castor oil. Because that was worse than being sick, right?
It's hard to keep
Step on a
down.
nail or something rusty and then, like your foot, soak it in Epsom hot water with Epsom salts.
That's another one, Epsom salts, right?
Oh, yeah.
So can you tell me, Mr. Doug, the chicken poop story now?
Well, that's what I heard. I had never used it, but my grandmother said the old people, it's not the whole thing, it's the white part, I think. And babies would get hives.
Uh-huh.
You know what hives are?
Uh-huh.
And they would take that and make a tea out of it.
And put it on the
No,
hive?
drink it.
They drink the chicken
No,
poop.
give it to the baby, yeah.
They'd make the baby drink the chicken poop.
Yeah.
Just the white part.
Well, just the white part.
It's got something like a sulfur in it or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
because it makes good fertilizer too, but,
Make that perfect.
Epsom salt is sodium
Huh?
sulfate.
Yeah, so,
I tell you,
right.
Sodium sulfate.
And I tell you something else the old people did, I've heard about, they didn't have pacifiers back then, and they would just take
Sugar tits.
they'd take a handkerchief and put a couple of spoonfuls of sugar, then tie it in a knot, and the baby
Yeah,
would
let the baby
suck on it like a pacifier.
Take,
Sugar, I would too.
I couldn't get any of my children to take them out.
Huh?
I had to get them pregnant.
You modern day folks that are
And she called the name of it, I didn't, but that's what they called it.
seems
What
like
are they called?
you used to hear more people having risins. You
Risins.
skin,
Yeah.
than
Uh-huh.
you do today. But then you would take lard from bacon, whatever, and take lard and coat that risin. It would draw that poison out of that and get it form a head. Then you could get the core out. And I used to be bad about getting risins when I was, 6, 7, 8 years old.
Uh-huh.
And I can remember my mother taking me in the bathroom and putting lard
Lard.
on it, and it would draw it to a head. Has anybody else ever heard that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Warm it up or just straight?
No, it would warm it up a little, and
Yeah.
it was pulled into the skin, and it was where it was red, just red. The next morning you would have a little white head there, and you could take a
Yeah.
needle and sterilize it and
Get
dig
it
it,
out.
and you get that core
Yeah.
out. If you didn't get that
Let me
core out,
let me tell you one that I used to have to take like 12 years of age.
Okay.
I had the crew. And that'll stop you from
Okay, the
breathing.
croup. So, okay.
My mother would keep a pot of coffee
Uh-huh.
on the wood stove, keep it pretty warm, and she'd stick her finger in a big jar and throw it down my throat, pull that hot coffee behind it.
If you had to eat Vicks,
Yes, I ate enough of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
eating Vicks and then drinking coffee afterwards, that will
Yeah.
wake you up. I know that.
It opened up your air passage.
It'll open up something.
Well, it was all above the shit.
And I
Wow.
tell you, used to they didn't have.
Hang on. I can't hear you at all.
Dr. Pigpen's eye drops. And
Doc-
I never knew him, but
Uh-huh.
you could buy it at the drugstore.
Uh-huh.
And it would, if your eyes were, stuck together in the morning, you could put that in there and it would help.
So our Dr. Thigpen from here.
No.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, he had
He
fed
was
with you. he was in Montgomery, and
Oh.
the house that he had family in was on Fort Dale now,
Uh-huh.
where Hamilton Street comes out to Fort Dale. That house on the corner,
Uh-huh.
that was the Thick Pen house. That's where he had relatives. I don't know if he lived there. But,
Uh-huh.
what was that teacher's name? And in first.
I don't know, but there was a Charles and a Frank Thigpen. They were brothers.
Uh-huh.
And it was their nephew that left and went to Montgomery's and was so good too. There were three of them.
But that she's speaking of.
It's
was
the
a lady
for the
from
drops, right? And Miss Laura, you had one.
Used to, you didn't buy gauze, you didn't even know what it was, and they take tear up an old bed sheet or pillowcase and lay it on top of the old wood stove and scorch it, and that's where they sanitize.
Okay, so scorching bed sheet strips to
Yeah.
sanitize it
You
for a
put on
wound.
baby
He's already
labels
mentioned
when they were born.
Yeah.
These are
We had
raw meat.
a lady
Raw
that
meat.
delivered children in our community.
He's
Uh-huh.
already mentioned.
And she went around and she helped do all this. She helped me be born.
Oh, really? So the midwife that was around.
Aunt Kate.
Aunt Kate, she delivered all
Aunt
the
Kate
babies.
Flowers.
Kate Flowers delivered you. Did she deliver
Oh,
you too, Miss Mary?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, she did.
And they
Wow.
found me there on the stump. Stump hole.
What did what?
She said, found the baby in the stump hole.
Oh, well, y'all believe
Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
Carlos liver pills?
Yes.
You
I
know
thought
what they
y'all
are?
said store.
Those
Store.
are those not the liver oil?
It's mercuric oxide mercury. And
That's
oxide.
not good for you.
No, it's yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a miracle we all
How did midwives, how did they get their training?
From women before.
On the job training.
On the job.
Oh,
Women
they wasn't
before.
licensed?
What were you saying, Elena?
Miss Hazel likes to use, what's it called, Miss Hazel? The olive, what is it?
Olive wintergreen.
Olive wintergreen.
Olive
It tre-
wintergreen.
It treats everything.
It help you breathe better for sure,
It's,
won't it?
you're not supposed to take it by mouth,
Uh-huh.
but I do.
Uh-huh.
I'm 96, so you can take it.
There you go. There you go.
But it's good. It kills infections, really, for a lot of people that cannot take something like, the high-powered drugs.
Right.
This was an old one that they dug up and started using. I mean, my family did.
Essence of peppermint for the stomach.
But your uncle was a good doctor.
Peppermint.
Yes,
Essence
well,
of peppermint.
So you knew.
And he taught me.
Yeah,
a
that
few
is. That's true. That's true.
What about like rose water and stuff like that?
What, have y'all heard of any flower waters or rose water?
I use rose water and glycerin.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good together.
What'd you use it for?
Complexion.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I have a
for
question.
sprained joint, put red clay and salt.
Now, I have heard this red clay and salt before for a broken
Sprained
bone.
ankle.
Well, it's
Sprained ankle, red clay and salt.
Women eat red clay when they're giving
Song that they do.
no
Yeah.
child.
Ankle.
Now, do y'all know about people who eat the clay, the white clay and the red clay?
Oh,
Okay, what do they
Yeah.
eat it for? Like it's
Very much like a dog eating grass.
Mm-hmm. It's a craving, and also
You could go any.
the clay is like a bentonite clay, so it's
Elena,
Yeah.
you could go any Sunday afternoon in Chapman where the post office is.
Uh-huh.
And before 31 went the route it takes now, 31 was behind the post office.
Right.
And every Sunday afternoon, unless it was raining, you could find women, black and white, along that bank digging the clay and take that clay back, and they would eat that as missing nutrients in their body, much like a dog eats grass when they need something missing in their diet.
They still sell white clay that's dug up in Lowndes County at gas stations around. They'll sell it in plastic bags.
I have a
Plastic.
question. What are some of the uses for hydrogen peroxide now?
Well, I think mostly people just use it for wound care.
It's just
Right? Yeah. I think a lot of people used to gargle with it.
Yes, they say
So
now
you
they're
can't
not
use
use
a
it because
mouthwash?
it's too
Yeah.
high and
Won't
ugly.
it take out blood
It
in
will eat the
anything?
Exactly, and it's
Little drops of blood won't peroxide take out little drops
It
of
will.
blood.
from yeah. So
What I believe, my family believed in is go to the Gulf.
go to the Gulf. Don't go to the Gulf now.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, they got that flesh-eating bacteria now.
Go to the Gulf and gargle the salt water.
Salt water. Well, yeah. I don't know that I gargle any beach water these days.
Not now. Not now.
Yeah.
That was 75 years ago.
Most of us couldn't go to the Gulf no way, so we had to think of something else.
So yes. Okay, so I have one last question before I go, and that is, this is kind of on another subject, but since we were talking about whiskey, I've been trying to find out were there old moonshiners around? And
Let me tell you.
okay,
And then they made wine out of scuppernong, blackberries, and things.
right.
And when children have diarrhea in the summertime, they give them a little
For the
wine.
stomach's sake.
Yeah.
Scuppernong wine for their
They
stomach.
dilute it if they were young, real young.
What
Yeah.
about Paraguay?
The drugstores
Yeah,
in Savannah
Uh-huh.
all had what they call a percolator.
Uh-huh.
They put all sorts of root in there and let it percolate for weeks.
Uh-huh.
And then if you had a stomach ache or you had anything, that was a panacea to all your troubles.
Wow.
You just bought a bottle of Dr. Norwood.
All the
That was
drugstores
bitters.
had 'em.
Bitters.
Yeah.
Did y'all remember taking bitters too? Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Bitters.
What did we used
What
to
is-
use
what is
acidity
Paragon?
for? I remember mother.
Give to the
Somebody-
Ladies with their tummy
I
ache.
know, but what
You know-
is it
It
made
was
of?
not. It put them to sleep.
It's got
Paragon.
It is made of, I just looked it up. It is made of
Alcohol.
2 milligrams of morphine
Oh.
and alcohol.
It put the babies to sleep.
So no wonder.
Yeah.
Right. It
Yeah,
totally
they say-
put them to
Yeah,
sleep.
they say that. Give them some Paragon, they'll go to sleep.
That's now we know why.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, you guys, this was so much fun. Can I come back and ask a bunch of questions about other stuff too?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is the best group to ask. Because
Yeah.
most of them grew up in Butler County.
Uh-huh.
Or
There's
spent
that Ruth and Robin's
a lot of
granddaughter.
years in
Ruth
Butler
and
County
Robin's
or right
granddaughter.
around
Yeah.
there. So, I mean, they can
Yeah.
tell you anything.
I'm gonna have some more. Yeah, that's right. No, she did. I
I
don't.
know that.
Yeah. So when I come back, can I ask some more moonshine questions?
Yes.
She said, do you remember?
Let me ask you one question.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard anybody talk about the bugs they used to put on a wound to eat the
Leeches.
slave?
Did y'all? Was it a leech?
Leech.
Did y'all ever see anybody use a leech on a
heard of it.
wound?
To suck out blood.
Yeah, using a leech. Yeah.
Swamps, they use that.
Yeah, that's another one too. All right, y'all. Hey, thank you so much for letting me come today and just hang out and have a good time. I'm gonna close out the recording. But is there anything else you want me to say before I close out this recording today?
Come back.
I'm gonna come back. We're gonna talk about some really good stuff. All right. All right.
Mention